between Mamata, Bhagwant Mann and Nitish Kumar. It seems that the Congress will have to labor extra hard to make the alliance survive. The entire evening is going to focus by debates on what really happens insofar as the future of the opposition bloc is concerned. And in this bulletin also, we are going to bring in some aspects of that. And another major one, which is the developments in the Gyanvapi case. In fact, we are going to get you ground reports with petitioners from both the sides. Let's begin with the headlines first. Complete and total breakup of India alliance. Mamata shuts the door on Congress, unlikely to go back. After Mamata, Kejriwal hardens position, says no alliance. AAP will fight solo in Punjab. Congress swings into firefighting mode, deploys Jairam Ramesh to placate Mamata. Amid speculations of a rift within JDU and RJD, Nitish slams dynastic politics. A big development in the Gyanvapi case, court to release ASI survey to both parties shortly. INDI continues to politicize the Grand Ram Temple. Leader calls Pran Pratishtha a drama. Welcome back. In a big development in the Gyanvapi case, the Varanasi District Court has allowed copies of the Archaeological Survey of India report, or the survey they did in the Gyanvapi complex, to be made available to both the parties in the matter. The Hindu side is already claiming victory because they thought that the other side was stopping the report from becoming public. Let's take a look at the developments that have taken place so far through the day, then I come back. And in fact, we go back to the ground there in Varanasi with the petitioners and our reporter.
After a 3-decade legal battle, the ASI survey into Gyanvapi case is set to be released shortly.
देखिए, कोर्ट में आज दोनों पक्षों को सुना गया और हमारा कोर्ट के सामने कहना था कि सील्ड कवर में रिपोर्ट फाइल नहीं हो सकती थी और रिपोर्ट की कॉपी हमें उपलब्ध कराई जाए। कोर्ट ने दोनों पक्षों को सुना और दोनों पक्ष ये मांग कर रहे हैं कि रिपोर्ट की कॉपी उनको दी जाए। अंजुमन इंतजामिया भी कह रहे हैं रिपोर्ट की कॉपी उनको दी जाए, हम भी ये कह रहे हैं। दोनों पक्षों में सहमति बनी कि ये सील कवर ओपन किया जाए और रिपोर्ट की कॉपी दी जाए। और आज कोर्ट ने दोनों पक्षों को सुना है और अभी ऑपरेटिव ऑर्डर कोर्ट जब पारित करेगा उसके बाद हम लोग सर्टिफाइड कॉपी अप्लाई करेंगे।
The Hindu side is claiming big victory.
माननीय न्यायालय
Now, and we have Raghavendra from Varanasi. I believe, Raghavendra, if I could begin with you, आपके पास शायद कुछ petitioners भी होंगे। पहले तो हमें स्टेटस बताएं और कितनी देर लगेगी। बात थी कि 5-6 बजे तक रिपोर्ट दे दी जाएगी, अभी तक दी गई है या नहीं दी गई है, और नहीं दी गई है तो क्यों नहीं दी गई है?
नहीं, आप अभी अभी एक बिग डेवलपमेंट हुआ है ज्ञानवापी प्रकरण को लेके। जिला जज कोर्ट का जो एक ऑर्डर था, यानी कि सर्वे रिपोर्ट को लेकर जो ऑर्डर है वो आ चुका है, 2 पेज का ऑर्डर है और उसमें ये कहा गया है कि पक्षकारों को ही रिपोर्ट, ये सर्वे की रिपोर्ट सौंपी जाएगी, ये रिपोर्ट सार्वजनिक नहीं होगी। ये बड़ा डेवलपमेंट है और जिला जज ने ये कहा कि सभी पक्ष, यानी कि जो 5 हिंदू पक्ष हैं और 1 मुस्लिम पक्ष हैं, वो बाकायदे एक एप्लीकेशन दे के सभी जो पक्षकार हैं वो साइन करके, दस्तखत करके वो वहाँ पर अपनी एप्लीकेशन दे। साथ ही 1500 पेज का एक सेट है, उसका शायद 3200 रुपये एक सेट का होता है, फोटो स्टेट का होता है, वो पैसा भी जमा करना होगा और ये सब करके कल वो क्या कहते हैं रिपोर्ट ले सकते हैं। तो सबसे बड़ी बात यह है कि जो ऑर्डर है जिला जज के, यानी कि अजय कृष्ण विश्वेश का जो एक ऑर्डर है वो आ चुका है। ये एक बिग डेवलपमेंट है, इसकी जानकारी भी मैंने शेयर की है, तो ये एक बड़ी चीज है। अब काशी विश्वनाथ मैटर को लेकर के ये जो एक जजमेंट आया है, इसके बाद जो रिपोर्ट, सर्वे की रिपोर्ट जो पक्षकारों को मिलेगी, उसका जब वो अध्ययन करके जब अपील करेंगे तो यही कहीं न कहीं मील का पत्थर साबित होगा, क्योंकि यही वो सर्वे है, यही वो एएसआई की रिपोर्ट है, यही वो वैज्ञानिक सर्वे है जिसके आधार पर राम मंदिर का मामला निर्णायक रूप में पहुंचा था। जी,
जो हम समझना चाह रहे हैं वो ये कि इस ऑर्डर से एक बात तो ये क्लियर हुई कि कॉपीज जो हैं एएसआई सर्वे रिपोर्ट की वो शेयर की जाएंगी वादी प्रतिवादी से, पर जो हमें समझना है वो ये, क्या इससे बिल्कुल क्लियर हो गया है कि वादी प्रतिवादी दोनों पक्ष ये रिपोर्ट को पब्लिक नहीं कर पाएंगे, उसको दिखा नहीं पाएंगे, उसके बारे में बात नहीं कर पाएंगे? क्या ऐसा कॉन्फिडेंशियलिटी क्लॉज है ऑर्डर में?
देखिए, अभी ऑर्डर कॉपी जस्ट मेरे पास आई है, इसका मैं भी थोड़ा सा अध्ययन करना चाहूंगा, लेकिन जो हमें सूत्रों से जो खबर चली है, जब ये कॉपी हमें हमारे पास उपलब्ध हुई है तो हमें ये बताया गया कि ये पक्षकारों को सौंपा जाएगा। साथ ही चूंकि जो मुस्लिम पक्ष है उसने लिखित में एप्लीकेशन दिया था जिला कोर्ट में कि इस रिपोर्ट को सार्वजनिक न किया जाए, नहीं तो समाज में एक दिक्कत फैल सकती है, कोई वैमनस्यता आ सकती है या कोई राइट्स हो सकते हैं, इसका उसने अंदेशा जताया था। और जो भी बातें हो वो क्यों सार्वजनिक नहीं करना चाहता है रिपोर्ट, ये उसकी अपनी बात हो सकती है। यह हो सकता है उसके अंदर डर हो कि जो सही चीजें हैं, यानी कि जो काशी विश्वनाथ जो चीख के बता रही है कि उसके न्यू में क्या है, वो चीजें सार्वजनिक ना हो, इसलिए वो उसको रोकना चाह रहा हो। लेकिन उसने अपील दी थी तो जज ने भी उनके अपील को थोड़ा सा समझा और संवेदनशीलता को देखते हुए यह कहा कि ठीक है, आप सार्वजनिक ना करें, लेकिन ये रिपोर्ट रोकी नहीं जा सकती, पक्षकारों को तो रिपोर्ट मिलनी है, और वो मुस्लिम पक्षकार हो या हिंदू पक्षकार हो तो उन तक की ये रिपोर्ट पहुंच जाएगी। और जैसा कि कल तक उसमें खुद लिखा गया है कि सभी पक्ष वहां पर दस्तखत करके सारा प्रोटोकॉल पूरा करके उस वहां पर अर्जी दाखिल करें और वो रिपोर्ट एक सेट जो है उनको हाथ में हाथों हाथ दिया जाएगा। और ये स्थिति क्या कहते हैं उस ऑर्डर में क्लियर किया गया है। जी
देखिए, आपने जो रिपोर्ट शेयर करी है राघवेंद्र, उसको मैं पढ़ रहा हूं, जो ऑपरेटिव पार्ट है। अकॉर्डिंगली द प्रेयर ऑफ द प्लेंटिफ नंबर 2 to 5 एंड डिफेंडेंट नंबर 4 इज अलाउड. Copy of survey report prepared by ASI as it has been filed in the court be provided to the parties in accordance with the provisions given in General Rule this in a sealed envelope in which the survey report presented by ASI may be opened by the appeal clerk, and thereafter as per the provisions of law and rules applicable copies may be provided. Application तो इसमें तो confidentiality clause नहीं है, बिल्कुल पब्लिक हो सकती है। ये बड़ी खबर है, पब्लिक हो सकती है,
बहुत बड़ी खबर है।
इसमें कॉन्फिडेंशियलिटी क्लॉज नहीं है।
खबर है अगर ऐसा होता है तो ये बड़ी बात है। ये फिर जज ने बहुत ही संवेदनशीलता, बहुत ही गहराई से समझते हुए इस बात को रखा, क्योंकि आने वाले समय में तो ये डिस्क्लोज होना ही था, ये सारी चीजें आनी थी। यहां नहीं आता तो हाई कोर्ट में आता, हाई कोर्ट में नहीं आता तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट में आता, लेकिन ये कोई रोक नहीं सकता था। जो हकीकत है, जो सत्यता है, वो आज नहीं कल आनी ही थी। और अगर जज ने उस पूरे अपने रिपोर्ट में, ऑर्डर में अगर शुरू में ही बोल दिया कि किसी को देने में कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, तो ये हिंदू पक्ष की बहुत बड़ी चीज है।
इसमें बिल्कुल बाकायदा लिखा हुआ है कि ये जो एएसआई की रिपोर्ट है, इट शुड बी ओपनड बाय द अपील क्लर्क। जो अपील क्लर्क कोर्ट में होते हैं वो उसको खोल के दें, यानी कि पब्लिक हो जाएगी। ये बहुत बड़ी खबर है। ये बहुत बड़ी खबर आ रही है ज्ञानवापी की। वाराणसी से एएसआई की रिपोर्ट को पब्लिक किया जाए और एएसआई रिपोर्ट ज्ञानवापी केस में दोनों पक्ष का, it has to be shared with both the sides, and the report can go public now because the court has not put any injunction on or any restriction on the report to be kept in sealed cover. In fact, the instruction clearly says that the appeal court should open the report and share it with the two sides. So big development there in the Gyanvapi case. The report, which obviously the sides are going to get possibly by tomorrow, because now the time for the functioning of the court is over. But this is a huge development. Let me go to Ajay Dubey. He's live with us from Lucknow. We'll try and connect with the petitioners also over the phone if they are not live with us, possibly with Vishnu Shankar Jain, possibly with Hari Shankar Jain or other advocates there on the ground. Raghavendra can help. But then coming to you, Ajay, this is a big development. What are the arrangements made by the UP government to make sure that everything is in control? Because this is going to have a lot of impact going forward in the Gyanvapi case. The ASI report is going to get public now once it lands in the hands of the petitioners.
बिल्कुल, सबसे इसमें जो महत्वपूर्ण बात है वो ये है, विष्णु जैन ने अभी बताया, ये जानकारी दी हमें कि जो बात उन्होंने कोर्ट के सामने अपने पक्ष में रखी थी कि इसे सार्वजनिक करना चाहिए, इस कारण से सार्वजनिक करना चाहिए, वो तमाम तथ्यों को सुनने के बाद कोर्ट ने अपने ऑर्डर में कहीं भी ये मेंशन नहीं किया है कि ये सार्वजनिक ना की जाए या फिर ये शर्तें होंगी। तो इस बात के साथ बेहद कॉन्फिडेंट है हिंदू पक्ष का कहना है कि अब वो अपनी तरफ से जो डॉक्यूमेंट्स उनको देने हैं, ये कॉपी जो स्कैन कॉपी होगी या फिर जो सॉफ्ट कॉपी उनको मिलेगी एएसआई सर्वे के 1400 पन्नों की रिपोर्ट की, अब वो अगला स्टेप उसे लेंगे। तो महत्वपूर्ण फैसला जो था वो लिया जा चुका था पहले ही, पर इंतजार ऑर्डर का था, कोर्ट के ऑर्डर का था। ऑर्डर कॉपी आ चुकी है और उसमें स्पष्ट तौर पर कहीं भी किसी तरीके की रोक लगाने की बात नहीं कही गई है माननीय न्यायालय की तरफ से। इस सर्वे की कॉपी को सार्वजनिक करने को लेकर तमाम जो हिंदू पक्ष की महिलाएं, अभी उनसे भी हमारी बात हुई, जो 5 वादी महिलाएं
अजय रुकिए, हमारे साथ विष्णु शंकर जैन फोन लाइन पे हैं। आई हैव टू गो टू हिम। विष्णु शंकर जैन, अ बिग डेवलपमेंट देयर। आई हैव गॉन थ्रू द कोर्ट ऑर्डर, 2-page order which you would have also got, and it does not mention anywhere that there has to be a confidentiality clause. It actually says that the appeals court, the appeals clerk has to open the report and give it to the petitioners and the defendant. So it's clear now that the ASI report in the Gyanvapi case is going to go public, right, Vishnu Shankar Jain?
Yes, absolutely right. There is no gag order of the Honorable Court as was demanded by Anjuman Intizamiya. So the report will be given to the parties and we will go through the report and the contents of the report and we'll see that whether we have to file any objections or not. There is the general rule.
So by when you think earliest you are going to get the report copy, Vishnu Shankar Jain?
See, we are applying for the certified copy of this report tomorrow, and we are hopeful that by tomorrow we'll get a certified copy of this report. And after getting a certified copy, we will go through the contents of the report. Let me also tell you that the settled legal position is that every document which is filed before the Honorable Court is a public document, until unless there is a specific gag order or until unless there is a specific order by the Honorable Court to keep it in the sealed cover. So in this case, nothing of that sort has been done. So virtually the application filed by the Anjuman Intizamiya asking the report to be in sealed cover or to be having some kind of undertaking or some kind of gag order has been rejected by the Honorable Court by way of this order.
Okay, thank you so much, Vishnu Shankar Jain. Hope to see you in the evening debates as well, because this is getting big. Gyanvapi case getting momentum and pace, and hopefully when you get the reports tomorrow, we would be coming back to you. On that note, we move on. Moving on to the other big story of the day, which is the fracas that's really breaking out in the INDI Bloc, almost coming undone with the kind of comments that have come in from leaders like Mamata Banerjee, Bhagwant Mann, Nitish Kumar. It almost seems like there's a total breakup of the opposition alliance. And this is days after the India Alliance leader faced snub. Mamata has now hardened her position. In fact, as also Aam Aadmi Party's Bhagwant Mann, who can be seen on his screen. In fact, Mamata seems to have completely shut the doors on the Congress party. Let's listen into those reactions that have come in, the comments that have come in from the INDI space on what the situation insofar as trust between the Congress and the allies is concerned.
हाँ किया था और अरविंद जी भी मेरे को सपोर्ट किया था हाँ किया हमने कुछ और विस्तार से आप बता दें नहीं खड़गे जी को नाम हमने किया है कि हर लोग पूछता है एक फेस तो चाहिए तुम्हारा फेस कौन है तो इसी के लिए हम प्रपोजल दिया हम जब मीटिंग में जाते हैं हम देखते हैं सीपीएम मीटिंग को कंट्रोल करते हैं जिसको साथ 34 साल हमारा जिंदगी में लड़ाई किया हमने हम उसको कोई एडवाइस नहीं मानेंगे কারণ নিজের একার নয় রিজিওনাল পার্টিগুলো আমরা তো করেছি কিছু একা লড়াই করুক রিজিওনাল পার্টি বাকি সিটে লড়াই করবে সেখানে ইন্টারফেয়ার করবে না সেখানে গেলে যদি ইন্টারফেয়ার করে তাহলে সেখানে আমরা বুঝবো অন্যরকম
All right, the divide within the INDI seems to be widening by the day. The left has now hit out at Mamata Banerjee. Remember, just a couple of days back, she had used words like kafir and kapurush, targeting both the left and the Congress, possibly the left more. And the left now says that TMC Supremo is acting like a BJP agent. Listen in.
You see, Mamata is not a secular party. Secularism has a completely different definition. Secularism doesn't mean that you have to attain all the religious program and try to pose of that particular religious attire. This is nonsense. Secularism means state will have no relationship with the religious activities. Religion is a matter of personal faith. And here the Bengal Mamata is spending maximum amount of public revenue in favor of religious activities, whereas the funds are not allotted for scientific activities. Even Jadavpur University, if the government would have allotted 400 crores, then Center said they would have allotted another 1,000 crores. And the Jadavpur University could have developed its infrastructure, which is a well-known university in the country, in the world. She doesn't bother about education. She is very much willing to spend money for religious purposes. And that's the basic philosophy of RSS. Therefore, she can't claim.
All right, so Mamata left fracas, and now, after the second largest alliance partner walked out, AAP too has hardened its position, saying that there will be no alliance in Punjab either. That was said by Bhagwant Mann of the Aam Aadmi Party, the Chief Minister of Punjab. Listen in.
देश में पंजाब बनेगा हीरो 2024 में लोकसभा चुनाव में आम आदमी पार्टी के पक्ष में 13-0 हो सकता है कोई उनके साथ बातचीत चल रही हो उस लेवल पे लेकिन पंजाब में हम ऐसा नहीं करने वाले पंजाब में कांग्रेस से हमारा कोई
Okay, is the INDI really over, or as some alliance partners are trying to downplay the ever-widening rift, are they still trying to make the alliance survive? Listen in.
हमारा ममता जी के साथ मेरा पर्सनल और पार्टी का बहुत अच्छा रिश्ता है हाँ थोड़ा थोड़ा होता रहता है कभी कोई उनका कोई बोल देता है हमारा कोई बोल देता है these are natural things these are not things that are going to disrupt anything
हम ममता जी के बिना इंडिया गठबंधन की कल्पना नहीं कर सकते कि जो बातचीत चल रही है वो कुछ ना कुछ एक मध्य का रास्ता निकाला जाएगा और इंडिया गठबंधन भी पश्चिम बंगाल में इंडिया गठबंधन के रूप में चुनाव लड़ेंगे और सभी पार्टियों का सहयोग होगा
हमें पूरी उम्मीद है कि इंडिया ब्लॉक के सभी दल जो हैं आपस में सीट शेयरिंग कर लेंगे और सब लोग जो हैं मिलकर चुनाव लड़ेंगे
Following a tragic boat capsize in Vadodara that claimed the lives of at least 16 individuals, including 14 students, authorities have filed a case against 18 individuals in connection with the incident. One person died after a massive fire broke out in a container truck in Thane. The authorities have sent the mortal remains to the hospital for post-mortem. All Kamtapur Students' Union members blocked the railway line near Betkara railway station in Jalpaiguri, West Bengal. The Students' Union demanded for a separate state of Kamtapur. At the 54th meeting of World Economic Forum, Union Minister Smiy Irani lauded Prime Minister Narendra Modi's development mantra and said that in his 10 years of administration, PM Modi made women the center point of development.
भारत की सबसे प्रमुख प्रतिभा भारत की महिला को नरेंद्र मोदी ने अपने 10 साल के प्रशासन में विकास का केंद्र बिंदु बनाया। डावोस, जहां पर वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमिक फोरम लगभग 5 दशकों से चल रहा है, यहां विश्व भर के सबसे बड़े व्यावसायिक समूह के प्रतिनिधि आते हैं। वर्तमान में इस डावोस में 300 से ज़्यादा भिन्न भिन्न राष्ट्रों के मंत्री आए हैं और जितने भी ग्लोबल पावर हाउसेस हैं वित्तीय दृष्टि से, वो डावोस में आकर नई बिजनेस अपॉर्चुनिटी तलाशते हैं।
Amid the freezing temperatures in our national capital, Indian forces prepare for the 75th Republic Day celebrations. The parade rehearsals are underway at Kartavya Path in New Delhi. With temperatures staying low, Delhi experiences a cold wave and dense fog enveloping the national capital. The dense fog situation has caused low visibility, due to which several flight operations are delayed and few others have even been cancelled.
The White House is closely monitoring the escalating tensions between Pakistan and Iran. National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby said that the White House does not want to see an intensification of conflict in the region. UN Chief Antonio Guterres is concerned about the escalation between Iran and Pakistan and called for any issues between the two countries to be addressed through peaceful means, through dialogue and cooperation.
Rockets between Iran and Pakistan. We've seen reports of casualties on both sides. Again, he urges both countries to exercise maximum restraint, avoid any further escalation. Any security issues, any issues, concerns between Iran and Pakistan must be addressed through peaceful means.
Houthi rebels in Yemen claim to have carried out a missile attack against the American cargo ship. And this, in fact, has been happening, as Houthis military spokesperson said that the attack that took place in the Gulf of Aden comes in retaliation to the strikes by the United States against the Houthis. The UN said that it is deeply concerned by ongoing attacks on civilian infrastructure and the safety of civilians in northeast of Syria. UN spokesperson Stephanie has said that the airstrikes in Al-Haske have led to civilian casualties and caused significant damage to many civilian facilities.
Our humanitarian colleagues tell us they're deeply concerned by ongoing attacks on civilian infrastructure and the safety of civilians in the northeast of Syria, as the security situation there is deteriorating. Over the past week, multiple airstrikes at Al-Hassake have led to civilian casualties and caused significant damage to several facilities, including power stations and oil production fields, which could negatively impact the availability of gas, fuel, and electricity going forward.
Mahua Moitra got no relief from the Delhi High Court as she approached Delhi High Court to allow her to stay in her official residence, which is 9B Telegraph Lane. But today, Mahua Moitra, the expelled member of Parliament of TMC, who she was expelled from the Parliament on 8th of December 2023, and today her official residence, government residence, have been completely evicted, and clearly could be seen the visuals as the police officials are right now here outside the residence of Mahua Moitra. In fact, the officials from the Directorate of States are also outside the residence of Mahua Moitra. The key of her residence have been officially handed over to the officials of Directorate of States earlier. Also, the first time when Mahua Moitra approached Delhi High Court clearly stated Mahua Moitra that she should request Directorate of States to allow her to stay in her official residence 9B Telegraph Lane. These are the visuals outside her residence. We could clearly see that some of the laborers are also standing outside her residence as they were called early in the morning to shift all the stuff from Mahua Moitra's residence to some other location. Right now, the entire house has been completely vacated by Mahua Moitra. The keys has been handed over, but we also could see the official vehicle of Mahua Moitra still standing outside her residence 9B Telegraph Lane. But this residence now no more belongs to Mahua Moitra. Morning at around 9 a.m. the shifting process started in the house.
This is Republic, Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
Following a tragic boat capsize in Vadodara that claimed the lives of at least 16 individuals, including 14 students, authorities have filed a case against 18 individuals in connection with the incident. One person died after a massive fire broke out in a container truck in Thane. The authorities have sent the mortal remains to the hospital for post-mortem. All Kamtapur Students' Union members blocked the railway line near Betkara railway station in Jalpaiguri, West Bengal. The Students' Union demanded for a separate state of Kamtapur. At the 54th meeting of World Economic Forum, Union Minister Smiy Irani lauded Prime Minister Narendra Modi's development mantra and said that in his 10 years of administration, PM Modi made women the center point of development.
भारत की सबसे प्रमुख प्रतिभा भारत की महिला को नरेंद्र मोदी ने अपने 10 साल के प्रशासन में विकास का केंद्र बिंदु बनाया। डावोस, जहां पर वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमिक फोरम लगभग 5 दशकों से चल रहा है, यहां विश्व भर के सबसे बड़े व्यावसायिक समूह के प्रतिनिधि आते हैं। वर्तमान में इस डावोस में 300 से ज़्यादा भिन्न भिन्न राष्ट्रों के मंत्री आए हैं और जितने भी ग्लोबल पावर हाउसेस हैं वित्तीय दृष्टि से, वो डावोस में आकर नई बिजनेस अपॉर्चुनिटी तलाशते हैं।
Amid the freezing temperatures in our national capital, Indian forces prepare for the 75th Republic Day celebrations. The parade rehearsals are underway at Kartavya Path in New Delhi. With temperatures staying low, Delhi experiences a cold wave and dense fog enveloping the national capital. The dense fog situation has caused low visibility, due to which several flight operations are delayed and few others have even been cancelled.
The White House is closely monitoring the escalating tensions between Pakistan and Iran. National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby said that the White House does not want to see an intensification of conflict in the region. UN Chief Antonio Guterres is concerned about the escalation between Iran and Pakistan and called for any issues between the two countries to be addressed through peaceful means, through dialogue and cooperation.
Rockets between Iran and Pakistan. We've seen reports of casualties on both sides. Again, he urges both countries to exercise maximum restraint, avoid any further escalation. Any security issues, any issues, concerns between Iran and Pakistan must be addressed through peaceful means.
Houthi rebels in Yemen claim to have carried out a missile attack against the American cargo ship. And this, in fact, has been happening, as Houthis military spokesperson said, that the attack that took place in the Gulf of Aden comes in retaliation to the strikes by the United States against the Houthis. The UN said that it is deeply concerned by ongoing attacks on civilian infrastructure and the safety of civilians in northeast of Syria. UN spokesperson Stephanie has said that the airstrikes in Al-Haske have led to civilian casualties and caused significant damage to many civilian facilities.
Our humanitarian colleagues tell us they're deeply concerned by
Addressing the 100th birth anniversary program of Jannayak Karpuri Thakur, Union Home Minister Amit Shah said that on the 22nd, Prime Minister Modi did Ram Kaj, and on the 23rd, he connected Lord Ram and the poor by doing Garib Kaj. He fulfilled the wishes of poor, deprived, backward, Dalits and tribals.
और 23 तारीख को गरीब काज कर राम और गरीब को जोड़ने का प्रयास.
After Karpuri Thakur was conferred with the Bharat Ratna Award, Rajya Sabha Deputy Chairman Harivansh N. Singh said that after 2014, silent heroes have started getting recognition. Earlier, only those who were close to the top leadership in the government were given awards, but after 2014, people who became icons through their sacrifices and hard work have been recognized as well as awarded.
2014 के बाद तो ऐसे एकाध नहीं, मैं अगर नाम लूं तो आपको हर वर्ष में आपको ऐसे ही लोग मिलेंगे जो अपने काम, असाधारण प्रतिभा, श्रम, त्याग, तप और आहुति के कारण.
BJP Chief JP Nadda said that Prime Minister was honored every poor and deprived of the country by awarding Bharat Ratna to Karpuri Thakur. Karpuri Thakur dedicated his life to justice for the poor and never compromised with his principles.
जननायक कर्पूरी ठाकुर जी को भारत रत्न से सम्मानित करने का मतलब भारत के प्रधानमंत्री जी ने देश के हर गरीब और वंचित को सम्मानित किया है, ये हमें ध्यान में रखना चाहिए.
Bihar Chief Minister and JDU leader Nitish Kumar congratulated the Prime Minister and central government for accepting their demand to award Karpuri Thakur with the Bharat Ratna. He said that they had demanded this from the previous Congress government, but they didn't do so.
मैंने 23 तक लगातार बोलते रहे कि इसको किया जाए, तो अंत में कल स्थान में जी सर उन लोगों ने तय कर दिया, तो मैं धन्यवाद देता हूं और बड़ी खुशी की बात है.
West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee and her party will fight alone in Bengal and defeat the Bharatiya Janata Party. She added that she has not only had these discussions with the Congress party and is not concerned about what's happening in the country. Karnataka BJP leader R. Ashok welcomed Trinamool Congress chairperson Mamata Banerjee's stand to fight alone during the Lok Sabha polls in Bengal. He further called Congress a worthless party.
Mamata Banerjee stand I welcome because Congress party is Nalayak party. Mamata Banerjee decided Congress party is Nalayak party. If have no person in the contesting in West Bengal, there is no leader in Congress party, means Nalayak party.
BJP parliamentarian Ravi Shankar Prasad said the rift in the INDI Bloc was expected and was bound to happen. He added that when there is a selfish, opportunistic alliance, such things are bound to happen.
जब स्वार्थ का गठबंधन बनता है, जब अपॉर्चुनिस्टिक अवसरवाद का गठबंधन बनता है, जिसका न कोई नेता है, न कोई नीति है, न कोई नीयत है और कोई वैकेंसी भी नहीं है, देश नरेंद्र मोदी जी को तीसरी बार प्रधानमंत्री बनाने और निर्णायक बहुमत बीजेपी एनडीए को देने को तैयार बैठा है।
Karnataka BJP leader Basavaraj Bommai said that INDI alliance has broken apart, and without leaders like Mamata Banerjee, Nitish Kumar and Akhilesh Kumar, what exactly is the alliance all about? He called it a big setback for the Congress party. NCP Sharad Pawar factual leader Rohit Pawar was questioned by the Enforcement Directorate today in connection with the Maharashtra State Cooperative Bank scam. Heavy security was deployed outside the ED office in Mumbai. Rohit Pawar said this is done to put pressure on him, but he is not scared.
बहुत सारी फाइल्स मैं लेके जा रहा हूँ, जो भी डॉक्यूमेंट्स ईडी के ऑफिस और उनके अधिकारियों ने मांगे वो सब लेके जा रहा हूँ। उसी के साथ वो जो भी पूछेंगे उसको मैं उत्तर दूंगा और जो भी सपोर्ट करना है वो सपोर्ट मैं वहाँ पे करूँगा।
Enforcement Directorate conducted raids at the residence of Trinamool Congress leader Sheikh Shahjahan in Sandeshkhali today. They were accompanied by central forces. After the raid, ED officials put up a notice and sealed the residence. He has also been asked to appear before the Enforcement Directorate on 29th of January. Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde will visit Ayodhya Ram Mandir in the first week of February. He will be accompanied by Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis, Ajit Pawar as well as their cabinet colleagues. A special divine book hamper has been introduced by a Chennai book publisher on the occasion of Ram Temple Pran Pratishtha to learn about Lord Ram. The book hamper has a specially crafted kit containing 20 essential items and books. Advocate Vishnu Shankar Jain, who is representing the Hindu side in the Gyanvapi case, said that the court listened to both sides and an agreement was reached that a certified copy of the ASI's report will be made available to both sides. He added that his legal team will apply for the certified copy once the court passes the order. Congress parliamentarian Rahul Gandhi hit out at Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma by calling him the most corrupt Chief Minister in the country. He further said that Union Minister Amit Shah controls him, and if the Assam Chief Minister dares to say anything against Amit Shah, he will be thrown out of the party. Union Minister Giriraj Singh said that Rahul Gandhi has lost his calm because of the popularity of Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma. He added Rahul Gandhi will end up apologizing in the courts. His statement comes after the Congress leader called the Assam Chief Minister corrupt. RJD parliamentarian Manoj Jha requested Prime Minister to conduct caste census and also increase the scope of reservation. This is after he welcomed the decision to award Bharat Ratna to Karpuri Thakur.
इतना ही आग्रह है प्रधानमंत्री जी से कि हमने जातिगत जनगणना करवाई, फिर आरक्षण का दायरा बढ़ाया, इसे 9वीं सूची में शामिल करके वो सही श्रद्धांजलि होगी, नहीं तो भारत रत्न सांकेतिक लगेगा माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी।
West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee suffered an injury on her forehead while returning from Bardhaman to Kolkata by road. The incident happened when a car suddenly came in front of the Chief Minister's convoy and her driver applied the brakes suddenly. Prime Minister Narendra Modi attended an event in Delhi in which NCC and NSS cadets volunteers took part. He also interacted with the students during the event. Ahead of Republic Day, Indian Army conducted a night patrolling with the latest technology to guard the line of control in Jammu and Kashmir. Indian Army has also deployed snipers and are using surveillance equipment to keep an eye on any untoward activity in the area. French President Emmanuel Macron will arrive in Jaipur tomorrow. He will visit Amber Fort, Jantar Mantar and Hawa Mahal. On the 26th of January, President Macron will witness the Republic Day parade as the chief guest and also later attend an at-home reception by the President of India at Rashtrapati Bhavan. Haryana Chief Minister Manohar Lal Khattar inaugurated various projects in Hisar and said that the government is working to make the state of Haryana a national and international hub for education.
309 गांव या 307 गांव में अगर मांग नहीं भी आई है तो भी इन 307 गांव में कौन से खेल का कौन सा छोटा बड़ा कार्यक्रम शुरू किया जा सकता है, इसका प्रबंध हम इस अगले वर्ष करने वाले हैं.
After Director General of Civil Aviation slapped a fine on Air India, Air India has now released their statement. They say that they disagree with the DGCA order and there was no compromise on safety. Air India spokesperson said that they are studying the order in detail and will review the options available to them. Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann has said that the Punjab government will launch Sadak Suraksha Force for road safety on the 27th of January. Assam Rifles Jawan opened fire on 6 of his colleagues and later shot himself dead. DGP of Assam has transferred the case to CID for a thorough and in-depth investigation. National Investigation Agency has charge-sheeted 2 more persons in the ISIS-inspired Coimbatore car bomb blast case of 2022. The accused are residents of Coimbatore and have been charged under various sections of the IPC and also Explosive Substance Act. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin flagged out the Jallikat event at the newly constructed Kalyangar Centenary Jallikat Arena in Kilakarai area in Madurai district. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be visiting Bulandshahr in Uttar Pradesh tomorrow to inaugurate multiple development projects worth of over 19,100 crore rupees. The projects are related to several sectors like rail, road, oil and gas and urban development and housing. Fire broke out in a printing press godown near the Mint compound in Hyderabad early morning today. No casualty has been reported in the incident. Tamil Nadu Minister Udayanidhi Stalin felicitated fishermen who saved lives and distributed relief materials to those affected by Cyclone Michong. He hailed the fishermen for saving lives and added that he sees God in each of them. Due to the cold wave and severe cold in Haryana, the Haryana government has extended holidays of students from classes 1 to 5 till 27th of January. Tanks were seen in southern Israel and near the border with Gaza as the country dealt with one of the deadliest single-day military losses since 7th of October. Palestinian militants carried out the attack and killed 21 soldiers. Hours later, the military announced that ground forces had encircled the southern city of Khan Yunis, Gaza's second largest city. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said that he was against Hamas and he will end with the eradication of the aggression. He has vowed to press ahead with the offensive until complete victory against Hamas. Since Israel's offensive began, approximately 1.7 million people have been displaced within Gaza. Amid continuing heavy fighting in Gaza, which includes attacks on hospitals in the southern city of Khan Yunis, UN humanitarians have expressed deep concern for patients and others seeking treatment. Only 14 hospitals are still functioning in Gaza, and where health needs are overwhelming after more than 3 months of heavy bombardment by Israeli defense forces. World Health Organization has resupplied fuel to the Gaza Strip's Shifa Medical Complex, which had been stormed by Israeli troops earlier in the war. The hospital is struggling with a shortage of medical staff coupled with complex injuries from the Israel-Hamas war. An official at the Shifa hospital said that the amount of fuel is barely enough for 2 days. UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak called for a humanitarian pause in fighting in Gaza to facilitate and aid being delivered to civilians in Gaza and the evacuation of hostages. He said he and US President Joe Biden are working to establish a new aid route. Thousands were seen fleeing from the southern Gaza city of Khan Yunis as the Israeli military expanded its ground operation into the region. Most were heading for Rafah near the border with Egypt, with some driving vehicles laden with baggage, while others simply walked with no possessions. Israel said the fighting will continue and they aim to dismantle Hamas and return the hostages taken. At least 7 Palestinians were killed in Khan Yunis by the Israeli military as the death toll continued to rise in the devastated enclave. The bodies were brought to a hospital in Rafah where a funeral was held for them. Israel launched its offensive after Hamas crossed the border on 7th of October, killing over 1,200 people and abducting some 250 others. A group of protesters briefly blocked a road in Jerusalem and called for a deal to release the approximately 130 remaining hostages in the Gaza Strip. The protesters held posters with photos of the hostages still held by Hamas and called for their immediate release. Palestinians in Gaza's second largest city of Khan Yunis were seen burying their loved ones in makeshift graves near the main Nasser hospital as Israeli forces battle Hamas fighters near the facility. Medics said hundreds of patients and thousands of displaced people were unable to leave because of the fighting. Mourners and volunteers were seen digging and burying several bodies, among them children. The United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres addressed the Security Council during a high-level meeting and said that no effective humanitarian aid operation can function under the conditions that have been forced on Palestinians in Gaza and those doing everything possible to help them. The quantity of aid is highly insufficient in light of the needs. Donald Trump has won the New Hampshire primary, sweeping the opening contests for the Republican presidential nomination. His win delivers a fresh setback to his grand old party rivals who are running out of time to establish themselves as the alternative to the former president. President Joe Biden condemned the abortion bans that have increasingly endangered the health of pregnant women, forcing them to grow sicker before they can receive medical care. He laid the blame on Donald Trump. He is a likely Republican challenger in this year's elections. Roe Wade was overturned by the U.S. Supreme Court less than 2 years ago in the case of Dobbs versus Jackson Women's Health Organization, a decision that was enabled by 3 conservative justices appointed by Trump. Canada's government is preparing for the possibility that Donald Trump could reach the White House again. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said that Canada is ready to deal with whatever gets tossed at and will make sure that Canadians' interests and opportunities are in this strong relationship. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken met Nigerian President as he continued his tour of 4 African countries. Blinken confirmed that America's key economic and security ally at times of regional and international crisis. Following attacks on Ukraine's urban centers killing at least 7 people, the United Nations has expressed concern about the fate of civilians. UN spokesperson said the UN, along with its humanitarian partners, were providing aid to the victims. The United States is out of money for Ukraine and is unable to send the ammunition and missiles that the government in Kiev needs. The Biden administration hosted the monthly meeting of about 50 nations that coordinated support for Ukraine. The Turkish parliament endorsed Sweden's membership in NATO, lifting a major hurdle on the country's entry into the military alliance. The legislature approved Sweden's accession protocol by 287 votes to 56 with 4 abstentions. A large number of Tibetan and Uyghur activists organized a protest at Broken Chair in front of the United Nations as China was grilled on human rights in a view by the Universal Periodic Review. A drone may give Japan the inside look of the tsunami-hit Fukushima plant. The drone, which is almost the size of a slice of bread, is Japan's newest hope to get clearer images from inside one of the 3 melted reactors at the nuclear power plant. Hundreds of tons of damaged fuel remain in it even after 13 years. The plant's operating company unveiled drones which they intend to use to gather more data from parts of the reactor that were previously inaccessible following multiple meltdowns. China continues to face aftershocks after a 7.1 magnitude earthquake rocked the country. Thousands of people have been forced to flee their houses. More than 12,000 people are staying in tents and other shelters, lighting bonfires to fend off the freezing weather. The earthquake had killed 3 people and injured 5, while also damaging hundreds of buildings.
Following a tragic boat capsize in Vadodara that claimed the lives of at least 16 individuals, including 14 students, authorities have filed a case against 18 individuals in connection with the incident. One person died after a massive fire broke out in a container truck in Thane. The authorities have sent the mortal remains to the hospital for post-mortem. All Kamtapur Students' Union members blocked the railway line near Betkara railway station in Jalpaiguri, West Bengal. The Students' Union demanded for a separate state of Kamtapur. At the 54th meeting of World Economic Forum, Union Minister Smiy Irani lauded Prime Minister Narendra Modi's development mantra and said that in his 10 years of administration, PM Modi made women the center point of development.
भारत की सबसे प्रमुख प्रतिभा भारत की महिला को नरेंद्र मोदी ने अपने 10 साल के प्रशासन में विकास का केंद्र बिंदु बनाया। डावोस, जहां पर वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमिक फोरम लगभग 5 दशकों से चल रहा है, यहां विश्व भर के सबसे बड़े व्यावसायिक समूह के प्रतिनिधि आते हैं। वर्तमान में इस डावोस में 300 से ज़्यादा भिन्न भिन्न राष्ट्रों के मंत्री आए हैं और जितने भी ग्लोबल पावर हाउसेस हैं वित्तीय दृष्टि से, वो डावोस में आकर नई बिजनेस अपॉर्चुनिटी तलाशते हैं।
Amid the freezing temperatures in our national capital, Indian forces prepare for the 75th Republic Day celebrations. The parade rehearsals are underway at Kartavya Path in New Delhi. With temperatures staying low, Delhi experiences a cold wave and dense fog enveloping the national capital. The dense fog situation has caused low visibility, due to which several flight operations are delayed and few others have even been cancelled.
The White House is closely monitoring the escalating tensions between Pakistan and Iran. National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby said that the White House does not want to see an intensification of conflict in the region. UN Chief Antonio Guterres is concerned about the escalation between Iran and Pakistan and called for any issues between the two countries to be addressed through peaceful means, through dialogue and cooperation.
Rockets between Iran and Pakistan. We've seen reports of casualties on both sides. Again, he urges both countries to exercise maximum restraint, avoid any further escalation. Any security issues, any issues, concerns between Iran and Pakistan must be addressed through peaceful means.
Houthi rebels in Yemen claim to have carried out a missile attack against the American cargo ship. And this, in fact, has been happening as Houthis military spokesperson said that the attack that took place in the Gulf of Aden comes in retaliation to the strikes by the United States against the Houthis. The UN said that it is deeply concerned by ongoing attacks on civilian infrastructure and the safety of civilians in northeast of Syria. UN spokesperson Stephanie has said that the airstrikes in Al-Haske have led to civilian casualties and caused significant damage to many civilian facilities.
Our humanitarian colleagues tell us they're deeply concerned by ongoing attacks on civilian infrastructure and the safety of civilians in the northeast of Syria, as the security situation there is deteriorating. Over the past week, multiple airstrikes at Al-Hassake have led to civilian casualties and caused significant damage to several.
This is Republic, Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
Following a tragic boat capsize in Vadodara that claimed the lives of at least 16 individuals, including 14 students, authorities have filed a case against 18 individuals in connection with the incident. One person died after a massive fire broke out in a container truck in Thane. The authorities have sent the mortal remains to the hospital for post-mortem. All Kamtapur Students' Union members blocked the railway line near Betkara railway station in Jalpaiguri, West Bengal. The Students' Union demanded for a separate state of Kamtapur. At the 54th meeting of World Economic Forum, Union Minister Smiy Irani lauded Prime Minister Narendra Modi's development mantra and said that in his 10 years of administration, PM Modi made women the center point of development.
भारत की सबसे प्रमुख प्रतिभा भारत की महिला को नरेंद्र मोदी ने अपने 10 साल के प्रशासन में विकास का केंद्र बिंदु बनाया। डावोस, जहां पर वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमिक फोरम लगभग 5 दशकों से चल रहा है, यहां विश्व भर के सबसे बड़े व्यावसायिक समूह के प्रतिनिधि आते हैं। वर्तमान में इस डावोस में 300 से ज़्यादा भिन्न भिन्न राष्ट्रों के मंत्री आए हैं और जितने भी ग्लोबल पावर हाउसेस हैं वित्तीय दृष्टि से वो डावोस में आकर नई बिजनेस अपॉर्चुनिटी तलाशते हैं।
Amid the freezing temperatures in our national capital, Indian forces prepare for the 75th Republic Day celebrations. The parade rehearsals are underway at Kartavya Path in New Delhi. With temperatures staying low, Delhi experiences a cold wave and dense fog enveloping the national capital. The dense fog situation has caused low visibility, due to which several flight operations are delayed and few others have even been cancelled.
The White House is closely monitoring the escalating tensions between Pakistan and Iran. National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby said that the White House does not want to see an intensification of conflict in the region. UN Chief Antonio Guterres is concerned about the escalation between Iran and Pakistan and called for any issues between the two countries to be addressed through peaceful means, through dialogue and cooperation.
Rockets between Iran and Pakistan. We've seen reports of casualties on both sides. Again, he urges both countries to exercise maximum restraint, avoid any further escalation. Any security issues, any issues, concerns between Iran and Pakistan must be addressed through peaceful means.
Houthi rebels in Yemen claim to have carried out a missile attack against the American cargo ship. And this, in fact, has been happening as Houthis military spokesperson said that the attack that took place in the Gulf of Aden comes in retaliation to the strikes by the United States against the Houthis. The UN said that it is deeply concerned by ongoing attacks on civilian infrastructure and the safety of civilians in northeast of Syria. UN spokesperson Stephanie has said that the airstrikes in Al-Haske have led to civilian casualties and caused significant damage to many civilian facilities.
Our humanitarian colleagues tell us they're deeply concerned by ongoing attacks on civilian infrastructure.
Burning Question, powered by Kent Oro.
Complete and total breakup of India alliance. Mamta shuts the door on Congress, unlikely to go back. After Mamta, Kejriwal hardens position, says no alliance. Aam Aadmi Party will fight solo. Congress swings into firefighting mode, deploys Jairam Ramesh to placate Mamta now. Amid speculations of a rift within JDU and RJD, Nitish slams dynastic politics. A big development in Gyanvapi case. Court releases the SI survey to both parties. Report to be made public. INDI continues to politicize the Grand Ram Mandir. Leader calls Pran Pratishtha a drama now. Hello and good evening. You're watching Burning Question. I'm Sucharita Kukreti. Viewers, the BJP is moving stronger towards the 2024 polls, especially after Ram Lala's homecoming. As the country continues to bask in Ram Leher, the INDI alliance, on the other hand, is mourning a double whammy after West Bengal Chief Minister Mamta Banerjee announced that her party will contest the upcoming general elections alone in West Bengal. The Aam Aadmi Party, on the other hand, in Punjab also has shown the exit door to Congress after CM Maan made it official that his party will contest and win all 13 seats in Punjab. The dissolution within the bloc brings only question on everyone's mind. Is this infighting a clear assertion of PM Modi's biggest mandate in the upcoming general elections? Take a look at this report and then we debate.
The BJP moves stronger towards the 2024 polls, propelled with the chants of Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram! अभी बहुत बढ़िया हो गया। पुलिस ने बहुत अच्छा कर दिया। ये राम जन्मभूमि ट्रस्ट है ना, एकदम बराबर कर दिया। ऐसा जाने में पब्लिक को तकलीफ नहीं रहेंगे।
भगवान बैठे हैं वहाँ, साक्षात बढ़िया दर्शन हुए। मोदी जी ने बहुत अच्छा काम किया है।
डबल दर्शन किए, 2 बार गए, लगातार 1 सेकंड किए। हमने 3-4 बार किए।
India's big moment was led by Prime Minister Modi, who left no stones unturned in assuring Ram Bhakti across the nation.
आज हमें सदियों के उस धैर्य की धरोहर मिली है। आज हमें श्री राम का मंदिर मिला है। आज से 1000 साल बाद भी लोग आज की इस तारीख की, आज के इस पल की चर्चा करेंगे। और ये कितनी बड़ी राम कृपा है कि हम सब इस पल को जी रहे हैं, इसे साक्षात घटित होते देख रहे हैं।
As India basks in Ram Bhakti, the INDI Bloc seems to be in complete disarray. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee announced that her party will go all alone in the Lok Sabha polls.
हाँ किया था और अरविंद जी भी मेरे को सपोर्ट किया था। हाँ किया है। कुछ और विस्तार से आप बता दें। नहीं खड़गे जी को नाम हमने किया है कि हर लोग पूछता है एक फेस तो चाहिए, तुम्हारा फेस कौन है, तो इसी के लिए हम प्रपोजल दिया। हम जब मीटिंग में जाते हैं हम देखते हैं सीपीएम मीटिंग को कंट्रोल करते हैं, जिसको साथ 34 साल हमारा जिंदगी में लड़ाई किया हमने, हम उसको कोई एडवाइस नहीं मानेंगे। কারণ ये একার নয়, রিজিওনাল পার্টিগুলো আমরা তো করেছি, কিন্তু এটা একা লড়াই করুক, রিজিওনাল পার্টি বাকি সিটে লড়াই করবে, সেখানে ইন্টারফেয়ার করবে না, সেখানে যদি ইন্টারফেয়ার করে তাহলে সেখানে আমরা বুঝবো অন্যরকম।
On the back foot, INDI Alliance says that there is no alliance without Didi and efforts are being made to mend the issue.
हमारा ममता जी के साथ मेरा पर्सनल और पार्टी का बहुत अच्छा रिश्ता है। हाँ, थोड़ा होता रहता है, कभी कोई उनका कोई बोल देता है, हमारा कोई बोल देता है। These are natural things. These are not things that are going to disrupt anything.
हम ममता जी के बिना इंडिया गठबंधन की कल्पना नहीं कर सकते कि जो बातचीत चल रही है वो कुछ ना कुछ एक मध्य का रास्ता निकाला जाएगा और इंडिया गठबंधन भी पश्चिम बंगाल में इंडिया गठबंधन के रूप में चुनाव लड़ेंगे और सभी पार्टियों का सहयोग होगा।
हमें पूरी उम्मीद है कि इंडिया ब्लॉक के सभी दल जो हैं आपस में सीट शेयरिंग कर लेंगे और सब लोग जो हैं मिलकर चुनाव लड़ेंगे।
In another whammy to the INDI Bloc, Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann, who has been attacking the Congress party for quite some time, snubbed alliance in Punjab.
पंजाब ਤੇ ਦਿੱਲੀ 'ਚ ਮਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਨੂੰ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੀ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਛੋਟੀ ਕਹਾਣੀ ਸੁਣਾ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ। एक थी कांग्रेस। 2024 में लोकसभा चुनाव में आम आदमी पार्टी के पक्ष में 13-0 हो सकता है, कोई उनके साथ बातचीत चल रही हो उस लेवल पे, लेकिन पंजाब में हम ऐसा नहीं करने वाले। पंजाब में कांग्रेस हम रखेंगे।
Meanwhile, the BJP left no stones unturned to hit out at the INDI Alliance.
ये इंडिया गठबंधन नहीं है, ये घमंडी गठबंधन है, ये अहंकारी गठबंधन है।
ये एक लुटेरों के अलायंस था। सब लुटेरे ये सोच रहे हैं कि मैं अपना हक दूसरे को क्यों लूटने दूं, क्योंकि ये देश सेवा के लिए नहीं आए। अगर ये देश सेवा को समर्पित होते तो आज ही इस तरह की लड़ाइयां ना करते। इसलिए चाहे ममता जी हो, चाहे भगवंत मान जी हो, चाहे केजरीवाल जी हो, चाहे अखिलेश जी हो।
As the countdown for the Lok Sabha polls is underway, the infighting only asserts another mandate for Modi. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
And the guest joining me on Burning Question, National Spokesperson of the BJP, Sardar R.P. Singh joins us. Karan Verma, political analyst, is on the debate with us. Anwar Pasha, National Spokesperson of the RJD, joins us, and so does senior journalist Ashutosh Mishra. Let me begin, Ashutosh, with you. The TMC, complete rejection of the Congress by Mamata Banerjee in West Bengal. Complete rejection of the Congress party by Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab. Do you think this is just the beginning? What are the parties doing to build this grand alliance that we've been talking about, that you've been talking about ever since the INDI Alliance got together? Is Ashutosh able to hear me? I don't think he's able to hear me. Ashutosh, are you able to hear me? I don't think my audio is going across to him. So we'll just check that and we'll go again. Ashutosh, are you able to hear me? Let me go across to Sardar R.P. Singh. Sardar R.P. Singh, ek thi Congress jibe, and now no alliance in Punjab between Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress. This alliance seems to be completely rupturing right 3 months before the elections.
So Charita, first, good to see you on this channel, the English channel of the Republic. Secondly, let me congratulate all the Indians, all the Biharis in specific, for Bharat Ratna being awarded or given to Karpuri Thakur ji. It's such a moment of honor for each Indian, for each Bihari in specific, that his work has been honored by the Prime Minister Modi and by the Government of India. Now coming to your issue, where was this alliance? Let's understand. India Alliance was the renaming of UPA only, but where was the alliance? The alliance was already there in Tamil Nadu with DMK. Alliance was already there in Maharashtra with the Shiv Sena and NCP. Alliance was already there in Bihar with JDU and RJD. Other than this, there's some news of alliance in Kashmir, Jammu Kashmir, that probably they will have some alliance with PDP, that Gupkar alliance, and that has been converted to India Alliance. But where was the new alliance? Except that alliance could have happened in Bengal or in Kerala or in Punjab and Delhi. Oh, they have, sorry, I missed on Jharkhand also. They had already had alliance in Jharkhand. So it's basically, alliance was never there. It was just a clan of corrupt people who came together to save their skin and to show them, to make some sort of a khichdi.
No, but my question to you, Sardar RP Singh, is that were you waiting for this alliance to rupture, to break down and then move on? Were you waiting for this alliance to not work out?
No, we are already, we are not bothered with what sort of alliance they make. I told you, we never see this alliance as any threat. I mean, and for us, we were already gearing up for 350 seats where we are working for 51% plus vote. We last time got some 224 seats, we got more than 51% vote. And in previous two elections, prior to that, we got some 176 seats, some 51% plus vote. So we are already, from last 2 years, our party, our machinery has been already working to target 350 seats where you get more than 51% vote. And as I said, where is the alliance? I mean, this alliance was never an alliance to start with also. This alliance was, give me a second.
Let me quickly go across to Mr. Anwar Pasha.
Another 5 seconds. Suchitra, 5
yeah,
seconds.
okay. Complete.
The only MLA which got elected from the Congress party in by-election in Bengal was poached by Mamata Banerjee. Sagadigi MLA. Baryan Biswas, if I rightly remember the name. So if this is the state of the alliance, God bless the alliance.
Okay. We don't really know what's happening to the alliance because, as I said, there's no alliance in West Bengal, Mr. Pasha. There's no alliance working out in Punjab between the Aam Aadmi Party and Congress. And now Nitish Kumar attacking dynastic politics. Whom was he attacking when he was speaking on dynastic politics? He said, "Parivarvad ko humne kabhi badhawa nahi diya."
Thank you. It's very obvious that the issue of seat sharing is a contentious issue between the alliance partners in all the alliances. It is also there in NDA also, as far as it is there in India also. So the problems are there, but I cannot deny, nobody can deny that there is no problem. There are problems because the parties which are there in the India bloc, some of the parties are just direct opponents to each other in some of the states. It's the fact. So problem is there.
Mr. Pasha, before you move on, the BJP can still fight alone, even if they have problems with their alliance partners. They can go solo. They can fight alone. Can any of the party here form a government without being in an alliance?
But let me tell you, as Mr. RP Singh was telling, that they are in a good position, but all these states, be it Kerala, be it West Bengal, or be it Delhi, or be it Punjab, what is the position of BJP there? Okay. If there is alliance or no alliance, BJP is going to get a big zero. in all these
No,
states.
so how is
They're
no?
going
If
to
an
get
alliance
zero
is not
in all these
working out,
states.
no, Mr. Pasha, I do not understand the logic
we are
behind
working
this.
on. We are
No, so
doors
if
are not
BJP
closed.
does not
Doors
have
are
any
not
stakes in
closed
these
yet.
states,
Doors
No,
are
I
not
understand.
closed
We
yet.
went 7 out of 7
Negotiation
last
is
time.
going on.
those are not closed
You
yet.
have-
But you did not
Bharat-
answer my question. You did
Bharat
not
Ratna
answer my question. Who was Nitish Kumar attacking when he was speaking on dynastic politics? Who was Nitish Kumar attacking? Let me ask Karan if he wants to answer that. Karan, whom was Nitish Kumar attacking?
You know, Sucharita, this so-called India alliance is now like that Titanic which is sinking, and Rahul Gandhi is steering it towards the next iceberg.
Sir, I think it's too late to keep sitting thinking we are hopeful. I with due respect, sir, I think it's too late. I feel the dates will be announced in some time, and you all do not have a seat sharing plan in order.
You are right.
You want to keep
Yeah,
waiting?
time is running out. You are right. But still there is, I think the dates of the elections are not announced yet. And the dates for filing of the nominations are yet to be announced.
No, they're not announced yet.
There are time.
But you want to wait till the election dates are announced? Because it seems like that.
Even if...
Okay, let me go across to Karan. Because you did not answer my question, Mr. Pasha.
Even if alliance fails...
Mr. Pasha, Mr. Pasha, you did not answer my question. I'll put that question across to Karan.
This is sure.
Who was Nitish Kumar attacking when he spoke about dynastic politics?
You know, the answer is, the writing is on the wall, Sucharita. This is like a Titanic which is sinking, this India alliance. And now Nitish Kumar is, weighing where he can fit in, because he is the typical Paltu Babu of politics. We know what Nitish Kumar is, the original turncoat of Indian politics. So the writing is very much on the wall now. This was doomed for disaster, this so-called alliance. They had nothing in common except for two things. One was Modi hatred and the other was Sanatan hatred. And by God, right now, there is a wave of both across the country. So they understand. All they can now do is cut their corners and save their bases, because their Karyakartas are now angry. Imagine this. In a Punjab, the AAP Karyakartas are not going to work for Congress. So they are also dispirited now. Similarly, in every state, there are so many contradictions that they now want to cut their losses and perhaps plan for 2029, because 2024 is a done deal. Mr. Modi has walked the talk on every promise, be it the Ram Mandir promise, be it Article 370, be it deliverables. I mean, have they ever come up with a single plan for the vision or a roadmap for the country? None. Mr. Modi talks about 4 crore homes. He talks about 13 crore Nal Se Jal. He talks about 11 crore toilets. He talks about 12 crore gas connections. This is a man of destiny. As Mr. Lal Krishna Advani said, he has been chosen to resolve legacy issues, problems which have plagued our country for seven decades. What does the other side have to offer? Are we really interested
if Ashutosh can hear me, I'll go to him next.
with Mayawati or not, or whether Rahul Gandhi is getting along with Mamata Banerjee? No, the country is looking at major issues, which is why they are in shambles today.
So from what Karan is saying, Ashutosh Mishra, from what Karan is saying, Ashutosh Mishra, 2024 is a done deal. So maybe the India Alliance can work on a seat sharing for 2029 now. So let the seat sharing happen, and maybe till 2029 elections, you'll come out with a seat sharing plan. Ashutosh Mishra. Okay, I think it's the same problem, so let me go across to, back to Anwar Pasha. We're not able to hear Ashutosh. Ashutosh, I'm really sorry, I'm not able to hear you, and I will not be able to... Yeah, go on, I can hear you now. Go on. Oh, it's the same story. Sorry. Anwar Pasha, if you would like to answer that, we were not able to get through Ashutosh. If you would like to answer that, because sir, the situation seems that it's going to be a seat sharing plan for 2029 now. 2024 is a done deal.
This is your perception. We are sure we'll resolve the matter and we'll go to the people with our agenda.
Okay.
We think that this is very shameful that after ruling this country for 10 years, the only issue today for the election, to win the election for the BJP, is the Sanatan Dharma, the Ram Mandir. These are the only issue. The way things are being shown, the way all the other issues are
But Mr. Pasha, there will always be a reason for a party to win.
Only the religion.
There will always be a reason for a party to win. You have to stop giving them that reason if you want to etch history.
Religious divide is.
They will always have a reason. In 2014. Okay, Mr. Pasha, just listen to me. Just listen to me.
For us, it is
in 2014, they said it was a big political campaign that made Modi win.
To save the country.
In 2019, you all said that the opposition wasn't united.
We are going to fight.
Now there is an ample opportunity for you to stand united, to stand in unison and take on Narendra Modi. You seem to have lost that opportunity. I don't know how you are working on it. Mr. Pasha, you are standing in unison, but it does not look like that. It does not look like that.
That the people sitting here in the panel, they are more worried about our alliance.
Okay.
They are more worried about India alliance. They are showing their sympathy. That
are you worried, RP Singh? Sardar RP Singh, are you worried?
2029.
Okay, they are worried.
These are the perceptions created.
Are you afraid of the India alliance, Sardar RP Singh?
Have you heard Rahul Gandhi ji? Have you heard Shri Jairam Ramesh ji? Have you heard other leaders of the India alliance? They are
okay, quickly, Sardar RP Singh, are you afraid of them? Quickly, I don't have time.
Problems are there. Problems are there. But we are,
as I said earlier,
we are very sure that
we won 224 seats with more than 51% margin votes last time. This time we are targeting 350 seats, and we are already working for the last 2 years for those 350 seats where we will get more than 51% vote. So whether alliance or no alliance, it doesn't matter to us at all. But issue is
okay, now I think excuses would not do. If there has to be if you have to take on Narendra Modi in 2024, it is high time that there is a seat sharing alliance in place. Mere wordplay is not going to do. You will have to have a seat-sharing alliance and you will have to take on Narendra Modi aggressively. Otherwise, as Karan said, it's a done deal in 2024. Work towards 2029. Thank you so much for joining us on Burning Question.
Following a tragic boat capsize in Vadodara that claimed the lives of at least 16 individuals, including 14 students, authorities have filed a case against 18 individuals in connection with the incident. One person died after a massive fire broke out in a container truck in Thane. The authorities have sent the mortal remains to the hospital for post-mortem. All Kamtapur Students' Union members blocked the railway line near Betkara railway station in Jalpaiguri, West Bengal. The Students' Union demanded for a separate state of Kamtapur. At the 54th meeting of World Economic Forum, Union Minister Smiy Irani lauded Prime Minister Narendra Modi's development mantra and said that in his 10 years of administration, PM Modi made women the center point of development.
भारत की सबसे प्रमुख प्रतिभा भारत की महिला को नरेंद्र मोदी ने अपने 10 साल के प्रशासन में विकास का केंद्र बिंदु बनाया। डावोस, जहां पर वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमिक फोरम लगभग 5 दशकों से चल रहा है, यहां विश्व भर के सबसे बड़े व्यावसायिक समूह के प्रतिनिधि आते हैं। वर्तमान में इस डावोस में 300 से ज़्यादा भिन्न भिन्न राष्ट्रों के मंत्री आए हैं और जितने भी ग्लोबल पावर हाउसेस हैं वित्तीय दृष्टि से, वो डावोस में आकर नई बिजनेस अपॉर्चुनिटी तलाशते हैं।
Amid the freezing temperatures in our national capital, Indian forces prepare for the 75th Republic Day celebrations. The parade rehearsals are underway at Kartavya Path in New Delhi. With temperatures staying low, Delhi experiences a cold wave and dense fog enveloping the national capital. The dense fog situation has caused low visibility, due to which several flight operations are delayed and few others have even been cancelled.
The White House is closely monitoring the escalating tensions between Pakistan and Iran. National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby said that the White House does not want to see an intensification of conflict in the region. UN Chief Antonio Guterres is concerned about the escalation between Iran and Pakistan and called for any issues between the two countries to be addressed through peaceful means, through dialogue and cooperation.
Rockets between Iran and Pakistan. We've seen reports of casualties on both sides. Again, he urges both countries to exercise maximum restraint, avoid any further escalation. Any security issues, any issues, concerns between Iran and Pakistan must be addressed through peaceful means.
Houthi rebels in Yemen claim to have carried out a missile attack against the American cargo ship. And this, in fact, has been happening, as Houthis military spokesperson said that the attack that took place in the Gulf of Aden comes in retaliation to the strikes by the United States against the Houthis. The UN said that it is deeply concerned by ongoing attacks on civilian infrastructure and the safety of civilians in northeast of Syria. UN spokesperson Stephanie has said that the airstrikes in Al-Haske have led to civilian casualties and caused significant damage to many civilian facilities.
Our humanitarian colleagues tell us they're deeply concerned by ongoing attacks on civilian infrastructure and the safety of civilians in the northeast of Syria, as the security situation there is deteriorating. Over the past week, multiple airstrikes at Al-Hassake have led to civilian casualties and caused significant damage to several facilities, including power stations and oil production fields, which could negatively impact the availability of gas, fuel, and electricity going forward.
Mahua Moitra got no relief from the Delhi High Court as she approached Delhi High Court to allow her to stay in her official residence, which is 9B Telegraph Lane. But today, Mahua Moitra, the expelled member of Parliament of TMC, who she was expelled from the Parliament on 8th of December 2023, and today her official residence, government residence, have been completely evicted, and clearly could be seen the visuals as the police officials are right now here outside the residence of Mahua Moitra. In fact, the officials from the Directorate of States are also outside the residence of Mahua Moitra. The key of her residence have been officially handed over to the officials of Directorate of States earlier. Also, the first time when Mahua Moitra approached Delhi High Court clearly stated Mahua Moitra that she should request Directorate of States to allow her to stay in her official residence 9B Telegraph Lane. These are the visuals outside her residence. We could clearly see that some of the laborers are also standing outside her residence, as they were called early in the morning to shift all the stuff from Mahua Moitra's residence to some other location. Right now, the entire house has been completely vacated by Mahua Moitra. The keys has been handed over, but we also could see the official vehicle of Mahua Moitra still standing outside her residence 9B Telegraph Lane. But this residence now no more belongs to Mahua Moitra. Morning at around 9 a.m. the shifting process started in the house of Mahua Moitra. She started shifting her stuff from her official residence 9B Telegraph Lane. Now this house is completely vacated and evicted by Mahua Moitra. She was expelled for her because there were serious allegations.
This is Republic, Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla. trending burning question, powered by Reva University, Century Laminates, AMNS, Acco Insurance and Hyundai Samad.
Good evening and welcome friends to this section of Trending Burning Question this Wednesday, as the nation is soaking in piety and piousness, as every one of the Ram devotees wishes that they reach Ayodhya in the soonest possible time to have a darshan of the Ram Lala. Even as the nation sees in the occasion a moment of resurgence and rejuvenation, as mentioned by the Prime Minister in his statesmanly address from the occasion of Pran Pratishtha of Lord Ram Lala at the Ram Temple in Ayodhya day before yesterday. And even as the remaining part of the construction of Ram Temple begins apace, even as hundreds and thousands of devotees throng Ayodhya to be there to witness the Ram Temple and to have a darshan of the Ram Lala, there is another one building up, another movement taking shape, that of the Gyanvapi mosque and temple complex and the legal fight over it in Varanasi. If any one of you watching this have been to Varanasi or seen the pictures of the Gyanvapi complex, it's a no-brainer what this structure is. All the elements of architecture indicate that it must have been a temple till the time that the invader establishment at that time decided to impose its own agenda and politics by building those domes over that temple structure. And like in the case of Ayodhya, like in the case of Mathura, so in the case of Kashi, Gyanvapi, a legal fight has been going on for decades. It got a fillip a couple of years back with a couple of, or more than a couple of devotees, 5 to be precise, all of them women, wanting to have a darshan of Shringar Gauri at Gyanvapi. It snowballed into multiple litigations demanding a survey by the ASI, which was ultimately granted at all levels of the judiciary, from the district court to the High Court to the Supreme Court. ASI did survey, took a couple of months, and then the report was prevented from becoming public. Today, the district court in Varanasi has granted that the report be shared. And it's a big development, because now we would know scientifically whether that structure, which is a no-brainer that is a temple, is actually a temple or not. And if it is, from which era? Because remember, Archaeological Survey of India does scientific work after all. Let's look at the developments that have taken place through the day by way of these sound bites, and then I come back with a panel of guests to understand the implications.
And they know that as soon as report comes, we are marching ahead to win the case. And like Ayodhya, it is a step forward for constructing a very magnificent temple of Lord Shiva, as it was since before demolition.
इस आदेश में कहीं भी ये मेंशन नहीं है कि इस रिपोर्ट को सार्वजनिक नहीं किया जाएगा, तो इसलिए कोर्ट की जितनी प्रोसीडिंग्स होती हैं और कोर्ट में जितने डॉक्यूमेंट्स फाइल होते हैं वो पब्लिक डॉक्यूमेंट होते हैं, तो रिपोर्ट की कॉपी पे सार्वजनिक होने पे कोई रोक टोक नहीं है।
जो पूर्व के भांति पूजा पाठ प्रारंभ कराई जाए, लेकिन पूरी प्रार्थना पत्र को जिलाधिकारी ने स्वीकार करके सिर्फ आदेश खाली सुपुर्दारी लेने की बात कही है, यथास्थिति स्थिति की बात कही है, अन्य कोई उस पर आदेश नहीं किए हैं। इस पर मेरा प्रयास रहेगा कि दोबारा पूजा पाठ प्रारंभ कराई जैसे पूर्व के भांति होती थी।
All right, by way of those sound bites, you got an idea of the development that have taken place in Varanasi. Of course, the court order came a little late in the evening, and that's why the report couldn't be given to the petitioners and the defendants. Joining me on the left of your screens, on the right of your screens, actually, Binay Singh, political analyst, leans towards the right, and the BJP is live from Delhi. And
In a bit, we would be joined in by Umar Junaidi, leader of the Congress party. He would also be joining us live from Delhi via Zoom. And we also have Vivek Srivastava, political analyst, leans towards the left. And so we have a right-left combo in this conversation. And I want to begin with you, Vivek Srivastava. You know, ASI left, generally goes by scientific evidence, a lot of stress on science, even in politics. Archaeological Survey of India does science. So why was an attempt made really to prevent ASI report from becoming public, which the court has ruled today that it can be shared?
You see, Places of Worship Act is already in order, and Places of Worship Act needs to be respected. This is true for the 4 peats where the Shankaracharyas are sitting. This is also true for the 64,000 stupas which were destroyed and temples made by Pushyamitra Shung, who was a Hindu king and who killed his own king when he was the prime minister. So, I mean, this is like opening a Pandora's box. How far will you go? And if you are checking all the masjids, are we also supposed to check all the temples for Buddhist relics, whether they have been made over? I mean, so this, we feel that Places of Worship Act is the right thing to happen, and status quo should be maintained and respected by all communities. What has happened, what may have happened, and let it go. Move ahead in life, learn to tolerate each other, forgive each other. If the Dalits stand up and start questioning what the forward communities have been doing to them and their ancestors for centuries, I think it is very difficult to give justice to them. So our stand is to maintain the decorum and to maintain the sanctity of the Places of Worship Act, not to fiddle with it mischievously, just for votes, just to polarize the Hindus. And that is where we stand. So we feel that such surveys should not be made public. Whether there was a shivling or there was not a shivling is not the question. The question is that apart from Ayodhya, which the Places of Worship Act singled out as an exceptional case, other places of worship, whether a mosque or a temple or a Buddhist stupa or a Jain monastery, needs to be preserved as it is. This is the stand, because you have to move ahead in life. You cannot cling to things that happened thousands of years ago or 500 years ago.
Okay. Oh, when you say you have to move ahead in life, you almost sound like the RSS chief and the Prime Minister, but they, of course, had a plan when they made that address, Vivek Srivastava. It was a very measured, statesmanly address made by Prime Minister day before yesterday in Ayodhya. But you have raised certain points. I would respond to them, but before that, let me get in Binay Singh. Binay Singh, you are polarizing and you are not respecting a statute of parliament, which is the Places of Worship Act. How do you respond to that?
Abhishek, I firmly believe, and it's high time that 140 crore people of this country or the 600 crore people of this world, all faith and all religions must accept that they must have a scientific temperament. It is not the time when science must follow religions, but religions must follow science. Same is with the Gyanvapi case, that there is a structure in place, and there is a wonderful, organization called ASI, Archaeological Survey of India. They have a, scientific instruments, they have a scientific temper, they are research-based organizations, and let them step in. And once the science step in, the religion must step out. All the discussions, all the ideology.
Are you willing to get the survey done of the 4 Shankaracharya peaks also?
Everybody must step out. So let the science decide. Let the decide that what structure it is. And all the religions, either they are Hindu party or the Muslim party, they must accept that. Either they are right, left or center, either me or Mr. Srivastava. Yes.
No, I mean, are you also willing to have?
I am also almost getting a sense that
Buddhist stupas. Vinay, are you willing for that also? If there are allegations that the 4 Shankaracharya peats were actually Buddhist monasteries which were reconverted into Hindu structures, are you willing for a survey of that also? Whether the allegations are true or not, I don't know. But are you willing for a survey of the Shankaracharya peats also, the 4 of them?
Binay Singh, respond.
Abhishek, the ideology which my friend Mr. Srivastava belongs to, they are responsible for a massacre in this world. They have nearly wiped
Now you are diverting.
10% population of this entire
Now you are
world.
diverting. You don't
we
have
are
answer.
discussing Ram Rajya, which means it is empowerment to the bottom of the pyramid. The people, those who are standing in the socio-economic structure at the bottom of the pyramid. So when we talk about Mandir or the Ram Mandir,
Binay Singh,
He doesn't have the answer, so he's diverting.
Binay Singh, I could have given a better answer,
He doesn't have answer.
No, he's diverting, but I will not divert. I will take it head on. No, he's diverting, but I'll take it head on. Vivek Srivastava, you said, how far would you go? I'll say we will go as far as we have to reach Ram Lala. I'll say we will go as far as we have to reach Baba Vishwanath. I'll say we will go as far as we have to reach Lord Krishna.
No, what about Buddha?
Abhishek,
अरे तो उससे पहले ही थे ना अरे बुद्धा से पहले थे कृष्ण बुद्धा से पहले थे राम बुद्धा से पहले थे विश्वनाथ
अगर बुद्धिस्ट monasteries तोड़ के मंदिर बनाए हैं तो आपका क्या स्टैंड है
here, Mr. Srivastava.
Should we survey and give it back to the Buddhists even if it is the 4 feet of the Shankaracharya? Will somebody give me an answer?
Okay, now I think Binay Singh wants to respond to you. Binay Singh.
Abhishek, when the question comes, how far will you go? We will go too far to resolve a conflict which has been for the 500.
No. Buddha's conflict is even longer.
Through democratic
Maybe
means.
the 4 feet are
and I
very
think there must have been
I
a
don't know.
conflict. There must
So you
have
are
been a
willing to
massacre.
dislodge the
There must have
Shankaracharyas
been
also?
murders on the street. But the majority population of this country and the minority also, they chose to go through the democratic means.
If you're talking of science, then talk of science. Court, how this is Are you willing to get the survey done?
The court, they decided that this will be decided not on the streets but in the ambit of the constitution. And I think that's the point where Mr. Srivastava is, very upset about that. And that's why
No, I'm not upset. I want peace in the country.
Roping in
Let the
controversial
Shankaracharyas
issues
remain where they are. Even if it was a Buddhist monastery.
Country is peaceful, Vivek Srivastava. Again, this insinuation. Binay, hold on.
He's concerned about...
Binay, hold on. Binay, hold on. See, Vivek Srivastava. Binay, hold on. We are still trying to get Umar Junaidi for the Congress view, but Binay, hold on. Vivek Srivastava, you are saying you want peace in the country. Who wants absence of peace in the country? Country is peaceful. I think it's an insinuation and fear-mongering which the opposition has tried and failed.
I am saying even if the 4
country has been peaceful now. Prime Minister said Ram is Vijay and Vinay.
No, you have already
Prime Minister said Ram is not Aag, Ram is Urja.
नहीं उनके कहने से थोड़ी ना कुछ होता है सर शंकराचार्य तक उनसे एग्री नहीं कर रहे हैं लेट्स फॉरगेट अबाउट दैट पार्ट शंकराचार्यज आर ऑलरेडी आउट ऑफ द हिंदू सिस्टम
But is the country not peaceful, Vivek Srivastava? Is the country not peaceful, Vivek Srivastava?
I'll tell you, even if the 4 Shankaracharyas and the peats where they are sitting were once upon a time Buddhist stupas and then the 4 peats were made, let it remain as it is as per the Places of Worship Act. Why dislodge the Honorable Shankaracharya? Let it go on. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is let the Places of Worship Act be honored. Mischievously for votes, mischievously just to dislodge. Tomorrow I want Buddhist votes, so I'll say, भाई केस करो, शंकराचार्य को हटाने की कोशिश करो, ये गलत है. Whosoever is wherever, let it be there.
I think Vivek Srivastava.
Yeah.
I think Vivek Srivastava.
Why create mischief? Why create mischief?
I think Vivek Srivastava. There is. Binay, I'm just adding. I think just giving perspective, then Binay can respond. You see, Vivek Srivastava. It's a mistake that the left Marxist historians have made of thinking that Buddhism in some ways is disconnected with Hinduism. It's like conjoined twins, right? It's like conjoined twins.
No, they are not.
They are connected at the rump, right?
They are not connected.
They are. That's the mistake that the Marxist historians made for whatever motivations.
No. They are disconnected.
Jainism, Buddhism, Hinduism, they are faiths of this land. They are conjoined twins.
No, they are not.
They are not different.
They are totally different.
But we are digressing. I would actually say if there is a Buddhist stupa and if it has same holy relevance as Kashi Vishwanath, as Ayodhya, as Mathura, then so be it. But Vivek Srivastava.
Yes. They have been
But
broken.
let there be a litigation. I'm saying we are talking about a litigation. There is no litigation for the stupas.
So
You are talking about Vivek Srivastava.
You are open for litigation. That means so 64,000 more cases.
I am saying
should be
I am.
by the Buddhist communities. We should challenge the four Shankaracharyas.
I am saying I am. Let there be litigation because there would be no litigation.
Okay, well and good. Then in that case, if that is what you feel is the right way of thinking, then let it be away. Buddhist bhikshus whom I talked to said, let there be peace. Our religion is much more than structure than buildings. That is what the Buddhist bhikshus are saying, which is a very mature statement. Here Vinay Singh is saying that Hinduism and the entire essence of Hinduism.
I don't know which Buddhist bhikshus you talk. I have not seen a press conference. I have not seen a statement. I have not seen any litigation.
That's what, because they said.
But you are digressing. More important aspect is the more important aspect is that is
when I sing, God is much beyond. I mean, for people like you who are not atheists like me, I'm sure God is beyond the four boundaries. Whether it is the Gyanvapi or it is the Ayodhya temple, and you can make a temple 1,000 times more than what you have made in Ayodhya. That doesn't prove that you are a good man. That doesn't prove that you are doing good karmas, and that also doesn't prove that Lord Ram is happy with what you are doing. If you have Gujarat-roids, if you have uncertainty,
can I structure this?
You have the minorities which are suppressed, I don't think Lord Ram is happy. He never will be.
Can I structure this? Can I structure this? Can I structure this? Both Binay and Vivek, just bear with me. I'm just structuring it. I think we sort of digressed and derailed from the topic we are discussing. Today, the court in Varanasi, the district court has said that the ASI report can be made public. Now, I don't know whether you have been to Varanasi, Vivek. I don't know, because it's not just for the Kashi Vishwanath temple that you go to Varanasi. It's almost like the culture capital of India. If you're a proud Indian, you have to go to Varanasi once.
No. I'll tell you, Abhishek. The Honorable Shankaracharya made an official statement. And he said more than 3,000 temples were broken and our old idols were thrown into the drains. And the Honorable Shankaracharya of Jyotirmath has already seen the site with his own eyes and said it pained him a lot. And he said he does not stand for this kind of a progress or this kind of a Hinduism. This is the official statement on social media of the Honorable Shankaracharya of Uttarakhand. So how do you start? I mean, Prime Minister ko bhaiya.
It's so beautiful, Vivek Srivastava, to see your faith in the holiness of Shankaracharya and upholding of the institution of Shankaracharya by Marxist, leftist, Leninists.
No, I am trying to expose the gimmick of the in the name of Hinduism and the political game for votes of 2024. And if Shankaracharya is doing the same thing, it is very good. I'll appreciate what he's saying. I am a complete atheist. पर ये exposure जो किया है शंकराचार्य ने, that we need to read and study and find out. शंकराचार्य को तो उठा के फेंक दिया इन्होंने बाहर. In Ayodhya, the Kathavachakas, I'll give you the name.
Okay, if you are an atheist.
Yeah.
Okay, if you are an atheist, Vivek Srivastava, let me just give you some examples. Now, for you it's easy. If you are a true and honest atheist, it does not matter for you whether it's a mosque, it's a temple, it's a gurudwara, it's a church. It does not matter, should not matter, right?
No, it
then
matters
in that
because...
case,
No.
do you
the reason.
value a society, a civilization's sense of its cultural roots? Answer yes or no.
No, I'll tell you. The culture and the Sanskrit.
Okay, no. I have not asked the question. I'm coming to the question. You answer me yes or no. Society, for its rootedness, should it not value its culture, its civilizational heritage? Answer yes or no. I'm not asking religion. I'm saying civilization. I'm saying culture. Yes or no?
Only value the relevant part. Only value the relevant part of your Sanskriti. Not everything. Everything may not be correct. Sadiprada was not correct.
I agree.
All Vivaha was not correct.
Okay.
Untouchability was not correct.
Now my question. You see, in Greece,
Abhishek.
In Greece, we know the Greco-Roman civilization, right? In Greece,
yes.
When they reclaimed their nation, their society, after the Ottoman power waned, sometime in 1830, church by church, which had been converted into a mosque over the 700, 800 years of the Ottoman occupation. Church by church, every converted mosque was reconverted to a church. I can give you 10 examples. I have a list. I came prepared.
Right.
But
Okay.
I am about the sentiment. You know, there is a certain sentiment for the temples in Ayodhya, in Mathura, in Kashi, for the believers, which is equal to what the Catholics have for Vatican.
Right.
What the Muslims have for Mecca and Medina. It's
Right.
not any other temple. Please understand. I am witness to governments everywhere in the country as part of development removing encroachments which includes temples. But
Yeah,
these
but, I mean, I-
three places are
Shankaracharya is
different.
not
You
convinced
as
by
an
you.
atheist perhaps
Shankaracharya is not
are
convinced
not
by you.
qualified to connect with that sentiment, Vivek.
No, absolutely not, sir.
Abhishek.
We as an atheist, I'm a part of this country. I'm a part of a political setup. And let me tell you very clearly, as a communist, I say that this constitution guarantees the right of faith to everyone, whether it is the Hindus or the Muslims. So in case if I see in front of my eyes the minorities being subjugated, minorities being rendered as second-class citizens, a militant Hinduism where you go around with swords more than 6 inches of length, which the law doesn't allow,
Vinay.
and you DJ outside the masjids, I do
Yes,
have to
yes,
stand for the
Abhishek.
minority. This aggressive.
Okay, Binay, this is militant Hinduism. This is degrading minorities to second-class status. That's how Vivek Srivastava, with his communist leanings, reads the Ram Temple and Gyanvapi developments. Binay.
Abhishek, the beauty about this country and about the majority and so-called minority population in this country, the beauty of that is what happened on 22nd. You won't find a single Muslim organization, those who were opposed to what happened on 22nd. Not a single Muslim organization they were opposed to. But yes, the leftists were opposed, the left parties were opposed, the Congress party was opposed, the India Alliance was opposed, and the regional parties, those who are based on caste politics,
At the
they were
Shankaracharyas
opposed
also.
to that.
At the four
Not a
Shankaracharyas
single
also.
Muslim, I am repeating it once again. And again, Abhishek, either it is my name, Binay Kumar Singh, yours Abhishek Kapoor, or my friend's name, Vivek Srivastava. These names are religious names based on gods. And if you are an atheist, you change your name to Alpha, Beta,
I'll tell
Gamma.
you. I'll tell
Mr.
you.
Vivek Srivastava, your name is the name of a
I
god.
recently
And if
visited
your name
Tihar
is
jail.
Vivek Srivastava, you don't
To see the
qualify
condition
to
of
be an
prisoners.
atheist.
I found
You
a Vinay
change,
Singh there
go
also.
to the
I found
court
3
and
Vinay Singhs.
file an affidavit that I am an
कुछ नहीं
atheist
होता,
and
sir.
my name is on the name of a god, so I change my name to Alpha,
Vinay, I'll
Beta,
tell you.
Gamma.
Okay.
Yes.
Binay Singh.
I'll tell you.
Binay Singh,
I'll tell you.
Binay Singh, you know, we come from a culture which
I
called
went to culture.
Charvaks
I went to Tihar
also,
jail.
which called
Abhishek, I
Charvaks
went to
also
Tihar jail
saints.
recently.
So Vivek Srivastava has absolute right to be an atheist, and despite being an atheist, he can be an integral component of Indian society. Binay Singh, but unfortunately I've run out of time. I think the faith that Vivek Srivastava has really developed for the Shankaracharya is a good beginning, Vivek Srivastava. I think you are moving in the right direction. By the time the Ram Temple construction is complete and the Gyanvapi verdict is out, hopefully your faith would have strengthened. Thank you so much on that note, both Vinay Singh and Vivek Srivastava for joining us. We run out of time and short break. On the other side, Arnab Goswami is back with the debate.
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
Following a tragic boat capsize in Vadodara that claimed the lives of at least 16 individuals, including 14 students, authorities have filed a case against 18 individuals in connection with the incident. One person died after a massive fire broke out in a container truck in Thane. The authorities have sent the mortal remains to the hospital for post-mortem. All Kamtapur Students' Union members blocked the railway line near Betkara railway station in Jalpaiguri, West Bengal. The Students' Union demanded for a separate state of Kamtapur. At the 54th meeting of World Economic Forum, Union Minister Smiy Irani lauded Prime Minister Narendra Modi's development mantra and said that in his 10 years of administration, PM Modi made women the center point of development.
भारत की सबसे प्रमुख प्रतिभा भारत की महिला को नरेंद्र मोदी ने अपने 10 साल के प्रशासन में विकास का केंद्र बिंदु बनाया। डावोस, जहां पर वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमिक फोरम लगभग 5 दशकों से चल रहा है, यहां विश्व भर के सबसे बड़े व्यावसायिक समूह के प्रतिनिधि आते हैं। वर्तमान में इस डावोस में 300 से ज़्यादा भिन्न भिन्न राष्ट्रों के मंत्री आए हैं और जितने भी ग्लोबल पावर हाउसेस हैं वित्तीय दृष्टि से, वो डावोस में आकर नई बिजनेस अपॉर्चुनिटी तलाशते हैं।
Amid the freezing temperatures in our national capital, Indian forces prepare for the 75th Republic Day celebrations. The parade rehearsals are underway at Kartavya Path in New Delhi. With temperatures staying low, Delhi experiences a cold wave and dense fog enveloping the national capital. The dense fog situation has caused low visibility, due to which several flight operations are delayed and few others have even been cancelled.
The White House is closely monitoring the escalating tensions between Pakistan and Iran. National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby said that the White House does not want to see an intensification of conflict in the region. UN Chief Antonio Guterres is concerned about the escalation between Iran and Pakistan and called for any issues between the two countries to be addressed through peaceful means, through dialogue and cooperation.
Rockets between Iran and Pakistan. We've seen reports of casualties on both sides. Again, he urges both countries to exercise maximum restraint, avoid any further escalation. Any security issues, any issues, concerns between Iran and Pakistan must be addressed through peaceful means.
Houthi rebels in Yemen claim to have carried out a missile attack against the American cargo ship. And this, in fact, has been happening, as Houthis military spokesperson said that the attack that took place in the Gulf of Aden comes in retaliation to the strikes by the United States against the Houthis. The UN said that it is deeply concerned by ongoing attacks on civilian infrastructure and the safety of civilians in northeast of Syria. UN spokesperson Stephanie has said that the airstrikes in Al-Haske have led to civilian casualties and caused significant damage to many civilian facilities.
Our humanitarian colleagues tell us they're deeply concerned by ongoing attacks on civilian infrastructure and the safety of civilians in the northeast of Syria, as the security situation there is deteriorating. Over the past week, multiple airstrikes at Al-Hasake have led to civilian casualties and caused significant damage to several facilities, including power stations and oil production fields, which could negatively impact the availability of gas, fuel, and electricity going forward.
Mahua Moitra got no relief from the Delhi High Court as she approached Delhi High Court to allow her to stay in her official residence, which is 9B Telegraph Lane. But today, Mahua Moitra, the expelled member of Parliament of TMC, she was expelled from the Parliament on 8th of December 2023, and today her official residence, government residence, have been completely evicted, and clearly could be seen the visuals as the police officials are right now here outside the residence of Mahua Moitra. In fact, the officials from the Directorate of States are also outside the residence of Mahua Moitra. The key of her residence have been officially handed over to the officials of Directorate of States earlier. Also, the first time when Mahua Moitra approached Delhi High Court clearly stated Mahua Moitra that she should request Directorate of States to allow her to stay in her official residence 9B Telegraph Lane. These are the visuals outside her residence. We could clearly see that some of the laborers are also standing outside her residence as they were called early in the morning to shift all the stuff from Mahua Moitra's residence to some other location. Right now, the entire house has been completely vacated by Mahua Moitra. The keys has been handed over, but we also could see the official vehicle of Mahua Moitra still standing outside her residence 9B Telegraph Lane. But this residence now no more belongs to Mahua Moitra. Morning at around 9 a.m. the shifting process started in the house of Mahua Moitra. She started shifting her stuff from her official residence 9B Telegraph Lane. Now,
Public Niva Bupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
India alliance is over. Allies pull the plugs. Mamta and Kejriwal pull the plugs on Congress. Has INDI officially packed up? Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
हाँ किया था और अरविंद जी को भी मेरे को सपोर्ट किया था। हाँ किया हमने। इस पे कुछ और विस्तार से आप बता दें तो। नहीं खड़गे जी को नाम हमने किया है कि हर लोग पूछता है एक फेस तो चाहिए, तुम्हारा फेस कौन है, तो इसी के लिए हम प्रपोजल दिया। हम जब मीटिंग में जाते हैं हम देखते हैं सीपीएम मीटिंग को कंट्रोल करते हैं, जिसको साथ 34 साल हमारा जिंदगी में लड़ाई किया हमने, हम उसको कोई एडवाइस नहीं मानेंगे। রিজিওনাল পার্টিগুলো আমরা তো করেছি, কিন্তু একা লড়াই করুক, রিজিওনাল পার্টি বা সিটে লড়াই করবে, সেখানে ইন্টারফেয়ার করবে না, সেখানে যদি ইন্টারফেয়ার করে তাহলে সেখানে আমরা বুঝবো অন্যরকম।
हमारा ममता जी के साथ मेरा पर्सनल और पार्टी का बहुत अच्छा रिश्ता है। हाँ, थोड़ा थोड़ा होता रहता है, कभी कोई उनका कोई बोल देता है, हमारा कोई बोल देता है। दीज आर नेचुरल थिंग्स, दीज आर नॉट थिंग्स दैट आर गोइंग टू डिसरप्ट एनीथिंग।
हम ममता जी के बिना इंडिया गठबंधन की कल्पना नहीं कर सकते कि जो बातचीत चल रही है वो कुछ ना कुछ एक मंजिल का रास्ता निकाला जाएगा और इंडिया गठबंधन भी पश्चिम बंगाल में इंडिया गठबंधन के रूप में चुनाव लड़ेंगे और सभी पार्टियों का सहयोग होगा।
हमें पूरी उम्मीद है कि इंडिया ब्लॉक के सभी दल जो हैं आपस में सीट शेयरिंग कर लेंगे और सब लोग जो है मिलकर चुनाव लड़ेंगे।
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rakshita Mishra.
India alliance is over. Allies pull the plugs. Mamta and Kejriwal pull the plugs on Congress. Has INDI officially packed up? Debating tonight at 9 p.m. Hindu side claims big win in Gyanvapi case. Court agrees to Hindu side's demand. Report released. What next in Gyanvapi case? Debating tonight at 10 p.m.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
India alliance is over. Allies pull the plugs. Mamta and Kejriwal pull the plugs on Congress. Has INDI officially packed up? Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
From the Delhi studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
Arnab Goswami at 9, presented by Amity University, powered by RP Goenka, Century Club Prime, Policy Bazaar.
Good evening and welcome, viewers. There is nothing more ironic than the sight of Rahul Gandhi rolling around having fun in a super luxury bus in a very, 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 very expensive discovery of India, while the entire opposition breaks apart. Now, if you thought that Rahul Gandhi is only fighting with the feisty Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma, then you're disappointed, because he's also in a do-or-die war with Mamta Banerjee, who has called off any tie-up with the INDI alliance. In less than 100 days, ladies and gentlemen, in less than 100 days, the INDI alliance is over. It's finished. The Aam Aadmi Party is going solo in Punjab. Mamta Banerjee is going solo in Bengal. The Congress Party has broken up in Mumbai. The JDU is breaking up in Bihar. It's a breakup alliance. There is no INDI alliance. Truly, viewers, let me tell you, 2024 is not BJP versus who. It is becoming BJP versus nobody. That is how one-sided 2024 is looking. And the only reason for this is Sonia Gandhi's eternal obsession with making a political non-starter called Rahul Gandhi Prime Minister of India one day. Otherwise, the Congress would have accepted with folded hands whatever seats they got from Mamta or Arvind Kejriwal and continued with the alliance. The other problem is the Gandhi family's issue with anyone they see as worthy in Rahul Gandhi's age bracket. Sonia Gandhi is very worried. Is anyone coming close to competing with my son? That's why Jyotiraditya Scindia was forced out. That's why Sachin Pilot will always be sidelined. And Sachin, if you're watching this tonight, remember my words. You will always be sidelined in the Congress. And that is why Sonia Gandhi told Uddhav Thackeray to claim Milind Deora's seat in South Mumbai and start fighting needlessly with Mamta Banerjee in Bengal. The Congress still thinks that even in this situation it can control things. The Gandhi family does not accept anyone else in the opposition as equals. And this is why I always knew, and I have been proven right, that the INDI alliance is a non-starter. As you all know, I gave it 100 days to collapse. And Rahul Gandhi, who exactly 10 years back revealed himself in an interview with me, has lived up to my expectations. In fact, Rahul Gandhi has been working very hard in the last few months to fulfill my prophecy of the demise of the India Alliance in 100 days. So thank you, Rahul Gandhi, for that. Debate number 1 tonight. Mamta's pulled the plug. Kejriwal's pulled the plug on the Congress. India Alliance is over. It's packed up. Debate number 2 this evening. No stopping the Gyanvapi truth anymore. The ASI survey report is now out. Debate number 3 this evening. The AMU controversy gets bigger as the Supreme Court questions the centre's stance. And the centre says quite clearly, we don't stand with whatever was said in 1981 regarding the minority status, institution status for the AMU. That's a big debate at 10:30, and here are the headlines this Wednesday evening on the Debate Tonight. The India Alliance is officially over. Mamta shuts the door on the Congress, says nothing doing anymore. The India Alliance is over. After Mamta Banerjee walks out, Arvind Kejriwal hardens his position, says absolutely no alliance. We will fight solo.
ममता जी के बिना इंडिया गठबंधन की कल्पना नहीं कर सकते। पश्चिम बंगाल में इंडिया गठबंधन के रूप में चुनाव लड़ेंगे और सभी पार्टियों का सहयोग होगा उसमें।
Desperate Congress attempts damage control now. Mamta Banerjee is told by Jairam Ramesh, we will placate you, we will accommodate you, but it looks impossible.
जननायक कर्पूरी ठाकुर जी कभी भी अपने परिवार को नहीं बढ़ाए। जननायक कर्पूरी ठाकुर जी से ही सीख करके हमने भी अपने किसी परिवार को आज तक नहीं बढ़ाया है, यह पक्का जान लीजिए।
Amid speculation of a mega flux in Bihar politics, Nitish indirectly attacks Rahul Gandhi, slams dynastic politics. Big development in the Gyanvapi case. The court releases the ASI survey to both parties. The report will be made public. And the legal battle over AMU intensifies. The Supreme Court questions the centre's stance on the university's minority status. Ladies and gentlemen, after several days of non-stop infighting over seat sharing, prime ministerial faces, the India Alliance is over. Mamta Banerjee has walked out. Arvind Kejriwal has also pulled the plug. The two very critical India Alliance leaders have decided to go solo ahead of the Lok Sabha's elections. The Congress attempt to placate the allies has flopped. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we always knew will happen one day, but which has happened. Here are the developments of the day.
June 23, 2023. A confident and optimistic Mamta Banerjee asserted opposition unity at the first INDI meet in Patna.
We are united. हम लोग एक है. दूसरी बात है, we will fight unitedly. ये दूसरी बात है, हम लोग एक साथ में लड़ेंगे। इसके लिए जितना भी तानाशाही बीजेपी गवर्नमेंट कानून ले आएंगे, जो काला कानून, हम लोगों ने एक साथ में मिलके वो काला कानून का खिलाफ में हम लोग लड़ाई करेंगे। हमको खून बहेगा बहने दो, लेकिन हम देश को, जनता को रक्षा करेगा, नहीं तो इंडिया नहीं रहेगा।
Cut to December, after Congress drubbing in Hindi heartlands, she prioritized her state commitments over a planned INDI meet.
मेरे को पता जिसमें नहीं है, उसमें आप क्यों हमको पूछ रहा है? मेरे को पता नहीं है, मेरे को जानकारी नहीं है। इसी के लिए मैंने बाहर में प्रोग्राम रख दिया नॉर्थ बंगाल टूर में। उधर में हमारा 6-7 दिन का प्रोग्राम है, तो मेरे को जानकारी होता तो हम थोड़ा ही प्रोग्राम रखता, हम जरूर जाते, लेकिन हमारा पास कोई जानकारी नहीं है।
Weeks later, Mamata Banerjee pitched Mallikarjun Kharge's name for the prime ministerial race. Arvind Kejriwal backed her proposal.
हाँ किया था, और अरविंद जी को भी मेरे को सपोर्ट किया था।
ऐसी बातें
हाँ किया है।
इस पे कुछ और विस्तार से आप बता दें तो।
नहीं, खड़गे जी को नाम हमने किया है कि हर लोग पूछता है एक केस तो चाहिए, तुम्हारा केस कौन है, तो इसी के लिए हम प्रपोजल दिया।
But the INDI Bloc hit the wall when the TMC chief refused to spare more than 2 seats for Congress in Bengal.
ममता को बचने के लिए कांग्रेस की जरूरत ममता की है। कांग्रेस अपने दम पर ये 2 सीट पे लड़ेंगे, इससे ज्यादा सीट पे लड़ने का हमारी ताकत है, हिम्मत है, हमारे साधन है, हम लड़के दिखाएंगे। ममता की दया से ये दोनों सीट हमें रखने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है।
Rahul Gandhi weighed in amid the seat-sharing tussle.
हमारा ममता जी के साथ मेरा पर्सनल और पार्टी का बहुत अच्छा रिश्ता है। हाँ, थोड़ा थोड़ा होता रहता है, कभी कोई उनका कोई बोल देता है, हमारा कोई बोल देता है। These are natural things. These are not things that are going to disrupt anything.
But Mamata Banerjee's frustration wasn't new.
इंडिया नाम हमने दिया, लेकिन मेरे का दुख का बात है एक कहने का। हम जब मीटिंग में जाते हैं, हम देखते हैं सीपीएम मीटिंग को कंट्रोल करते हैं, जिसको साथ 34 साल हमारा जिंदगी में लड़ाई किया हमने, हम उसको कोई एडवाइस नहीं मानेंगे। हमको बहुत असम्मान मिलते हैं, लेकिन तब भी जितना लीडर है रीजनल पार्टी को, मैंने क्या बोला, रीजनल पार्टी को इलेक्शन रीजनल पार्टी के ऊपर छोड़ दो, जो रीजनल पार्टी स्ट्रांग है, और 300 सीट में आप अकेला लड़ो, हम मदद कर देगा, हम आपका कोई सीट में हम नहीं लड़ेंगे। वो लोग क्या कहते हैं, हमको जो मर्जी हो हम करेंगे।
After Rahul's placating flopped, senior Congress leader Jairam Ramesh was deployed.
ममता जी के बिना इंडिया गठबंधन की कल्पना नहीं कर सकता कि जो बातचीत चल रही है पश्चिम बंगाल में, इंडिया गठबंधन के रूप में चुनाव लड़ेंगे और सभी पार्टियों का सहयोग होगा।
Hours later, she called off alliance with Congress in Bengal.
हम इंडिया अलायंस আমাকে একবার জানিয়েছে দিদি আপনার রাজ্যে যাচ্ছে না, জানাইনি। সুতরাং আমার কাছে কোনো সম্পর্ক নেই বাংলার ব্যাপারে। অল ইন্ডিয়ায় কি করবো না করবো আপনার ইলেকশন ভাববো, আমরা সেকুলার পার্টি, আমরা বিজেপিকে হারানোর জন্য যা করার।
While India is disintegrating, some parties are already imploding.
First, Mamata Banerjee, then the Aam Aadmi Party Punjab Chief Minister has come out open, all guns blazing on Congress Party, saying that Congress, and specifically Rahul Gandhi, the so-called main man in the Congress, is just not coordinating at all. It's a clear indication that all is not well in the India alliance, and if sources are to be believed, this is just the beginning. Nitish Kumar is also on the verge of taking a very, very major decision.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Modi will begin his poll campaign from Bulandshahr tomorrow. Has the India alliance officially packed up? Let's debate.
Anti-BJP tonight voices. Kamalakar Tripathi backs the Congress. Siddhabrata Das, TMC, and Anmol Pawar backs the AAP. And Shubhrashta and Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi are on the debate. Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, I would like to start with you. Are you surprised with this announcement? I thought that, at least in name, the India alliance will continue in some form till February, March. But the fact that they have packed up and have finished all attempts to form a coalition in January. Does it make things incredibly easy for you now? How do you view this? Or do you think even now, to fight you, they will come together in some way even after this?
Arnav, whatever is happening is nothing strange. It was fait accompli. First, BSP made it very clear that they are not going to be the part in UP. Then Trinamool Congress and Aam Aadmi Party. Because they were thinking that just on the basis of anti-Modi plank, they will be able to take up. The fact of the matter was, this was not against Modi. This was not against BJP. Because they are having no